We should make note that Steve Davis, who is the world's greatest Elvis impersonator and the biggest fan of the McGraw Show, is going to be our house band later today. And he came in the studio and he said, thank you very much. So stick around for that. Kathy Helbig is with us. She's our real estate guru. Good morning, Kathy Helbig.
Good morning.
What's going on in real estate?
Well, we have a little bit of people having fear of making a move in real estate because of the stock market right now.
Yes, good question.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about why the 2009 meltdown is not likely to follow what happened there.
Put our fears to rest, Kathy Helbig.
Okay, well, I will try. So basically, what was going on in 2009 after the 2008 crash is that the so many junk loans were made at that time,
right?
And adjustable arms, and the inflation obviously was climbing. That people were in a lot of trouble and upside down in their houses. And right now, because we've had a steady market and we've had the mortgage industry has a really good foundation now. A lot of the Americans have refinanced into 30-year fix. They're not in those junk loans anymore. And the foreclosure rates are super low. So back in the height at 2011, we were nearly at 5% of homes nationwide that were in foreclosure. And now we're down at, a little over 2%.
The argument is that the regulators have tightened up the market so much that not everyone could buy a home. So the people who have homes now are the ones who can pay them off. So if anything, they need to loosen those standards a little bit. So I don't think all the experts are not worried about the housing market.
Exactly. But the average American that doesn't, have the background on what the market did, immediately has a knee-jerk reaction to, oh my gosh, the stocks are falling. Here we go again.
Right.
Exactly. So I've been meeting people this week, and we've had several conversations about it, and I found that it is on top of mind of the average consumer of housing. But in actuality, it's the opposite for the housing market. Investors are preferring real estate investments right now, and the interest rates are going to lower again. So a couple weeks ago, I sat here saying they're talking about the interest rates are going to rise in September, October.
Right.
But now, because of consumer confidence, we're going to see the interest rates go back down again, which is still a great opportunity for buyers to get out there and find their houses.
Even if they go up a little bit, they're still not going to go up exponentially. So when they do go up, it's still a great time to buy a home.
Exactly. And there's still great programs out there for first-time buyers. There's a lot of people think you still have to put 20% down, because when they did tighten the industry so much, that was the mindset, is that you now had to have 20% down. So I find people are shocked when I sit down and have a buyer consultation with them, and they say, well, we're thinking about next year because we don't have the 20% down yet.
Right.
And there's all kinds of programs out there, 5% down, 3.5% down for FHA. Just depends on your credit score and what program fits best for you.
What about people looking to sell? Is it a good time to sell right now?
Actually, it really is a great time to sell right now, because our inventory is at a record low. So we had, obviously, during the spring and summer, where it's the height of selling, we had the inventory increase, but we also had a ton of buyers in the marketplace, and it did create a great supply and demand for the sellers, because the buyers were snapping up those properties. But now people think, oh, it's back to school time, it's going to slow down in real estate, and we have been more busy this month than we have been in the heat of summer. So we have several dozen houses coming on the market, and usually this is the quiet time. We have that August to September, it usually slows, but we're seeing an exact opposite right now.
Are you finding that because the housing stock is so tight, that people who wouldn't necessarily sell are saying, you know what, I'm going to sell because now's a good time to get out of this and go to where we wanted to go?
Yes, and they have equity in their houses, which is what we didn't have back in 2009. So the national average right now is 30% equity in most Americans' homes. So we haven't been in a position like that in a long time. So they're able to, make some possible buy a house without selling one again. We couldn't do that for a long time. So they have more options open to them. Building is increasing. We're seeing a lot of people start new construction and put their houses for sale.
I'm seeing it all over in my neighborhood. I mean, every few lots, it's like, people are tearing down and building a new house.
It's still a great market for both buyers and sellers. Sellers because your house won't last on the market long. Buyers because interest rates are low.
And I was driving out to New Melly. The building out in New Melly is unbelievable.
Yeah, everything is expanding.
Yeah, crazy. All right, good. Kathy Helbig with Kathy Helbig Group. Don't forget the app. I was on the app last night. The app and the website are fantastic. KathyHelbigGroup.com. It's not just Kathy Helbig. She sits atop a team of how many?
11.
11. I thought it was like 350.
Well, 250 at my office,
Okay.
11 on my team.
Gotcha. All right. Kathy Helbig Group. To find out more, 314-276-SOLD, KathyHelbigGroup.com. And don't forget the app. Go straight to your app store and download it. It's the best app I have found when you're looking at real estate. Kathy Helbig, have a good week.
Thanks, guys.
It's 741, Big 550, KTR.